The new economy has changed the jobs, the skills that are rewarded, the way business is transacted. It is the Industrial Revolution happening every 5 years instead of every 50, and it's incredibly disruptive. You combine that with an economic meltdown in 2008, which really impacted people whose primary investment for the future was their homes, and an ongoing kind of inability for wages to recover since that. And then they look around the world at all this chaos and uncertainty, and I think the natural instinct is to say, all this stuff just brings us grief. Let's just focus here at home. Let's bring it all, if we could just sell things to each other, do business with one another, and forget about everybody else. It is a very human and natural instinct. It just doesn't work. And so the challenge that we have is to explain to people how our worldview needs to be modernized to take into account these sentiments, but ultimately, how you perform. I don't think there's ever been a period in human history where international affairs has a bigger impact on our economy than it does today.
So we need to do a better job of explaining to people how the problems of their daily life are connecting up to what we're seeing on our TV screen.
Yeah, and it's hard because it's a lot easier to say, let's walk away. It's a lot easier to say, for example, let's not. Why do we give all this money to NATO and these other people that we're protecting do not? And it's easier to say that than to explain what would happen if you didn't. And so that doesn't mean we shouldn't do it. I just think it takes time. And quite frankly, to be fair, today's press that covers this process is not interested in covering any of that. The majority of what I'll say here today or any other day is covered by political reporters who are covering the horse race. What did he say to criticize the Republican nominee? What did he say to, not the broader issues that I'm trying to discuss, it's all covered through the lens of the political horse race. This is not a slight on political reporters, but when political reporters cover foreign affairs, not from a policy angle, but from a political angle. What is he angling for politically? So it's become harder than ever to have this conversation.
Did you say something to criticize the Republican nominee?
No, but I might before the end of this. But my point is, it's not the purpose of it. It's how I really feel, right? But that's how it'll be covered, creates distance from so-and-so. Because at the end, they're a business. They're trying to draw ratings. And I'll be frank, if you have a 1-hour special on the importance of U.S. engagement in NATO, it's not going to have a lot of ratings. Right. But if you have a 1-hour special in which, some more exciting things happen, it'll have ratings. So I understand that part of it. I do.